I think probably the big picture for me is how can you make painting sort of function best in your life? Right now we're at Artists of Yardley Studio. It's actually in a farmhouse in Pennsylvania, and I'm teaching a 2-day workshop. So we have 10 great participants, all different levels of painters, who just want to come and learn what I have to teach and also spend 2 full days painting. You know, a lot of people like to come to these because it's some of the only time that they get to really spend big chunks of time painting. It's hard in our world to really sit down and focus on something, and people feel pulled in a lot of different directions, and so painting really allows for this kind of slow meditative time. I've started this painting practice where I paint every day. It makes it sort of a part of my everyday life, so to speak, and I think people really get inspired by that. People really value me doing demos because it's one thing to see someone's work and respond to it, but it's another thing to see that work but see it unfold in front of you. Typically in the workshops I do a demo in the morning and take a long time to sort of explain the setup, how I start, all the materials, and throughout the demo students are watching, asking questions, I'm explaining.
To be able to come and watch a full-length demo, you get to see how she's mixing on her palette. That's huge to be able to watch from start to finish. I don't think anyone who's an artist gets bored watching someone paint.
It's not a matter of copying her method of painting, but learning from it.
And then in the afternoon session, participants are working on their own paintings. Usually I give some feedback about what they're setting up and explain what I would set up. Once they start painting, I do one-on-one sessions where I kind of walk around and students will ask questions or call me over, but I'll also just give my observations, show them something on their painting, and I'll paint along with them. It's really hands-on. I really try in those sessions to figure out where someone's coming from, what their experience is, and what would best help them just move ahead a little bit in painting.
The one-on-one is really key in the workshop. She spends time trying to work with your own individual style, what you want to achieve.
You basically are mixing pigment on the paper. I think it's really interesting to teach workshops because people generally come to try to learn, your method. And I really think that's interesting because I can set the same thing up for everyone in the class and everyone's painting is different.
I think she comes from a very profound place.
Not to be so focused on technique, but to be focused on being present, trying to clear your mind of everything and just create. Be one with the process of creation. So I love that about her.
I think that she's very much into helping other people grow.
You're in the moment, you're capturing a moment, you're interacting with this sort of creative energy that you have. That in and of itself, regardless of what the painting looks like, really enriches your life.